cold but very beautiful morning. Very still. There's the tide. You don't even know it's coming in. It looks that stationary. It's really amazing how a frosty morning is so beautiful. I don't know whether you can see the colours there, the colours on the water, reflections of the boats, the tide just going past them gently. It's amazing. I'm sure a poet would make some real good poetry out of all of this. But yeah, instead you got me. But it's incredible. It really is. That gap is opened up quite well now. Some of those boats are not even floating, and yet the gap between the sandbanks there is cutting through very quickly. Normally it comes round that bend right over there. You might be able to see that, I don't know. It's right in the distance. What we call a Caldy curve, and then you come in past the fishing boats, and my mooring is over there. So yeah, but it looks like that gap there is deep enough to come straight across now, which would be fantastic. I mean, we've been saying that for about 3 years now, but it looks very close to that now. You can still see some, well, you might not be able to see it with the GoPro, but you can see some edges in the middle there that is catching the water, so it's obviously quite shallow there. Be worth to test it out sometime. Today I want to talk about marking up the anchor chain. I've had a few attempts in the past using various things, but this time I'm going to use some tape because when I started on fixing the anchor, I bought these lovely little plugins that go into the chain, and they were all right, they were good. You could see them as you went through, but having said that, when I got to 20 metres, I ran out of chain. So it was rope from there on, so they wouldn't plug into the rope. And I bought a full set of those. So the idea is to find something that will go onto the rope, because I've tried paint before and it just comes off. I've tried indelible ink, and that just gets really messy after a while. And then I have also tried cable ties. Cable ties are okay, they work, but if you catch them on your hand and the rope's running free or something, you can rip your hand very badly, as I found out. Also, the other thing that I've thought about is using electrical tape. And I've used that in the past, but that just comes off. It doesn't last long at all. So with this problem, I went away and thought about it, and then I thought, how about self-amalgamating tape? That should do the job. So here we go. We apply self-amalgam tape and see how that goes. You can see here the chain fittings, they work quite well, although it just whizzed past very quickly, and whether you'd see that or not, I don't know. You can just about catch it on screen, but that's what I like. When it comes to the yellow one, it's a bit better. As the yellow one arrives, it's a bit easier to see that, but it's because then the rope is there. So what was the problem? As I said, the problem is how do I mark the rope? And I did think about it. As I say, some people have painted it, but to me it comes off. And I did put blue dye, which has just gone past, and that came off as well. I've slowed this bit down. You can see the previous owner had put wrapped rope around it, small binding. That was, I presume, it was all right for him, but there was no colour on it. You didn't know what the length was, and I couldn't work out the system, so that's why I went to use my own. Here we go, adding the white now. You can see the white cable ties I put on there as well. I don't know whether you can see on this, I'll put my hand in the way of the camera because it shows the blue that's coming off the rope from the paint and also the indelible ink. As I say, I'm not a fan of that. Here we are up to the yellow, which is the 20-metre mark, and I apply the amalgamating tape to the actual chain this time, which it seems to be okay because I can put it in between the links and it will go through the winch with ease as well. So yeah, hopefully that'll work. With the chain fully marked up now, that's job done. As I say, hopefully I'll report back at the end of the year, but hopefully the self-amalgamating tape will put up with the rough and tumble of the sea and certainly the chain movement. The significance of the colours, by the way, are, for me, I've marked it out in 10-metre lengths. So it's red for 10 metres, yellow for 20 metres, blue for 30 metres, 40 for white, and green for 50. Finally, there is a way of remembering this, and that's rub your body with oil, apparently. O is for the orange, and as I don't have orange, I put green. So mine is rub your body with gin. Go for it. Thanks for watching, people. See you again soon.